This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Thursday, the 16th day of November in the year 2023. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here's what we're tracking tonight. The claims by Venezuelan Vice President Delcy Rodriguez that Venezuelans in Guyana were being targeted has riled Vice President Barrett Jagdeo, who told a media conference today that the issue that the Venezuelan VP raised before the International Court should be fully addressed by Guyana's legal team, since the claims are false. Ms. Rodriguez told the ICJ yesterday that Venezuelans in Guyana are being targeted in violation of international law and that the country is promoting xenophobia. But Vice President Jagdeo today said the utterances of his Venezuelan counterpart are a total misrepresentation of the government's posture and its policy.
She's trying to score political points there by saying that we are violating international human rights norms and promoting xenophobia against Venezuelans here. So she is hoping to get the sympathy of the court by citing this, that this is happening now in Guyana. We have condemned this from the government. Several times I have even gotten into trouble with the opposition for condemning xenophobia.
Mr. Jagdeo said he took particular umbrage to Ms. Rodriguez's statements because they were misleading, and there are credible examples where other countries use information to invade other countries.
Venezuela should not be misrepresenting this issue, particularly before the court. It's a lie. We have condemned xenophobia, and we have ensured that people continue to be treated, all Venezuelans, including when the majority are our own people. You've heard us speak about this before, that they're treated with dignity and with respect here. We made it clear also from the very beginning, you break our laws, you face consequences. It's not a free pass. We have made that distinction, and it's clear about that.
Jagdeo labeled the statements as a cause for concern.
Beyond international law, we have a moral obligation to treat people fairly when they come here to look for a living, economic migrants. We've been on the record, so for her to go and tell the court this, that we're practicing and promoting xenophobia here, is patently false. It's false. And so our lawyers should address that.
The Vice President said Venezuelan migrants will continue to be treated with dignity once they operate within the country's laws. Mr. Jagdeo met a group of Venezuelan migrants a few weeks back to address some of their concerns. It was reported that during that meeting he attempted to blame the opposition for many of the concerns that were expressed by the Venezuelans. The opposition has rejected the accusations by the Vice President and even accused him of going against the united front that the country should adopt against the aggression from Venezuela. More news coming up in just a moment.
My lord, I just love to shop in this store. My customers, them gonna love all these things. So many different things in one place. Household items, electronics, toys, stationery, confectionery, exercise equipment, shoes and clothes for men, women and children, school things, costume, jewelry, perfume, makeup. Oh, look the makeup!
Giftland Office Max, Guyana's favorite department store.
It's your time to win big. The Massey Store's Christmas jackpot promotion is back and bigger than before. Spend $5,000 at any Massey stores to be the lucky winner of a brand new MGZS and fantastic weekly store prizes from now until January 31st, 2024. What are you waiting for? Head to your nearest Massey stores to shop now. See our Facebook and Instagram pages for more details. Massey Stores, our family serving your family.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true. Or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
Bust the flavors. We're full of flavors. Bust the flavors that me crave for. We're full of flavors. Tell your neighbors about the bust the flavors. Grab a bust the flavors. Yeah, thirst buster. Grab a buster. Bust the flavor, taste the savor. Bust the flavors. Bust the flavors.
It's back again! The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Make My Wish Come Through Christmas promotion is here. What are you wishing for this Christmas? It's another exciting Christmas promotion designed with you, our members, in mind. This Christmas, you can win big. Household appliances ranging from a fridge, washing machine, gas cooker, dining table, television sets, and much more. Here's how you can be a part of our Christmas promotion. You must be a member of the credit union in good standing. You must have an existing loan or must have taken your first loan with the credit union. You must fill out a coupon with your information clearly marked. Coupons for this promotion can be uplifted from our head office at Lot 45 Hatfield Street, Georgetown, or from any one of our regional representatives countrywide. Promotion runs from October 30th to December 15, 2023. What are you wishing for this Christmas? GPSCCU, people helping people.
Well, the Chief of Staff of the Guyana Defense Force, Brigadier Omar Khan, has ordered a moratorium on overseas vacation leave for all officers of the GDF. The order was handed down on the 15th of November and took effect the same day and will remain in place until further notice. Additionally, permission that was previously granted for overseas vacation travel has been rescinded. The order effectively blocks all overseas travel for GDF officers unless it is work-related. The decision comes at a time when the military has been stepping up its vigilance in the bordering communities, in wake of Venezuela's increased aggression and threats to Guyana, and the country's planned referendum, which seeks the Venezuelan public support to make Guyana's Essequibo region a new Venezuelan state. In the past weeks, the Guyana Defense Force has been deploying more officers and soldiers to the border locations and in the bordering communities as Venezuela continues a military buildup on its side of the border. The Guyana Defense Force is also concerned about the growing number of Venezuelan migrants coming across to Guyana and has started to monitor many of the communities where the migrants have been settling. The Chief of Staff of the GDF has been meeting with the High Command of the force and other members of the intelligence community. During a recent anniversary event, the Chief of Staff reminded the members of the GDF of their role to protect the territorial integrity of Guyana. Earlier this week, Guyana and Venezuela appeared before the International Court of Justice as the court sat to hear an application from Guyana for the court to block a number of questions in the upcoming Venezuelan referendum that relate to Guyana's Essequibo region and the border case that is before the International Court of Justice. The Guyana Police Force's Traffic Department has reported that a total of 151 persons have lost their lives in road accidents so far for this year, with the majority of road deaths being motorcyclists. Traffic Chief Senior Superintendent Mahendra Singh made the revelation on Wednesday during the unveiling of the police force's Christmas security and traffic plan. The traffic chief said police ranks will be stepping up their monitoring of the country's roadways in the evenings, since it was found that majority of traffic accidents occur between 6 p.m. and midnight. According to the traffic department, 51 motorcyclists were killed on the country's roadways so far for this year, compared to 20 last year. In addition, 37 pedestrians lost their lives between January and November, compared to 34 for the same period. Pedal cyclists, pedaling riders, and occupants in cars were also listed among the most prevalent road deaths in the country. To curb the carnage on the roadways, especially around the busy Christmas period, the traffic department said it will be dividing each region into sections, and those sections will be staffed with traffic ranks. There will also be an increase in fixed point placement along the main thoroughfares, and roving motorcycle and motor vehicle patrols will be done. Further, the traffic department said its efforts will be supported by the Guyana Police Force Command Center to help curb the road accidents.
Guyana, get ready! It's the 61st National School Cycling, Swimming and Track and Field Championships from November 26th through December 1, 2023, hosted by the Ministry of Education and the Guyana Teachers Union. The moment you've been waiting on is here. Come and see teachers from 15 sporting districts compete in intense rivalry. Come and enjoy cycling at the National Park Georgetown, swim at the National Aquatic Center Lilienthal, November 27th. From November 28th to December 1, you can witness the track and field action at National Track and Field Center Lenora, West Coast Demerara. The action starts 10 hours. The National Championships, where stars are born. Sponsored by Forest Water, Vitamin, Powerade,
Guyanese women from across the country are being empowered to take advantage of the many opportunities presented by the oil and gas industry. Entrepreneurial, leadership, procurement, and management are some of the training programs that women continue to have access to through the Center for Local Business Development and workshops hosted by companies in the industry. As oil production increases, so will these opportunities for Guyanese women.
Guyana's premier exposition is back. Guy Expo returns to the National Exhibition Center from November 16 to 19. Come and experience a wide range of local products and services, entertainment, food, craft, a children's zone, and more. Bring out the entire family. The expo begins at 6 p.m. on November 16 and at 2 p.m. on the following days. Tickets cost only $500 for adults and $300 for children. For more information, call 219-0087, 219-0089, or visit the website guyexpo.gy. Guy Expo, November 16 to 19, transforming Guyana through investment, innovation, and resilience.
Come on now, ping pong chairs, choo-choos, amazing, taste so good. Feed your cravings, chocolate rich, you'll be craving more and more and more and more. Here comes the craze. Ping pong chairs and choo-choos, feed your cravings, you know you want to.
Now it's a party with ping pong.
The Guyana Police Force has unveiled its 2023 Christmas policing plan to tackle crime and reduce accidents and traffic congestion for the upcoming holiday season. According to the force, the plan is aimed at reassuring citizens and overseas visitors that it is safe to go about their activities during the holiday season. This year's plan will see Georgetown being divided into 15 sectors with day and night patrols. The plan will also see increased police presence in the streets of Georgetown and other towns across the country, especially around business places where shoppers frequent from November to mid-January of next year.
And there is special arrangement catered for on Christmas Eve and Old Year's Day, where additional ranks will be posted to cater for late shopping in each sector, and designated market days will be managed by additional ranks.
The traffic chief also said the police will be zooming in on speeding and drinking and driving, which will be given special attention. In some cases, there will be road closures to facilitate shopping, and there will also be managed movement of container cargo during peak hours. For his part, Assistant Police Commissioner Simon McBean said the special arrangements were put in place to facilitate late shopping on Christmas Eve Day and All Year's Day. He said the police will also heighten its focus on noise nuisance during the period.
Now, our intention with the Christmas policing plan is to create that environment, that safe environment for all our businesses, shoppers, visitors within the region throughout the Christmas season. We will increase all forms of our patrols, that is our foot, bicycle, motorcycle, vehicle, marine, mountain, crime and drone patrols, along with our traffic patrols next.
Mr. McBean said there will also be continued collaboration with the City Constabulary in addition to CCTV at major points. The major focus of the plan is to reduce congestion, ensure structured parking, and reduce criminal activities during the Christmas holidays. While admitting that the head of the petroleum unit made a grave mistake when he engaged ExxonMobil in unauthorized discussions to reduce the disputed $240 million in cost oil claims, Natural Resources Minister Vikram Bharat believes the mistake was not fatal. IHS Markit in its Stabroek Block Cost Recovery Audit for the period 1999 to 2017 had flagged $214 million that Exxon was claiming as costs. At a press conference earlier this week, the Natural Resources Minister Vikram Bharat said the decision was reversed and the original disputed sum of $214 million still stands.
So the intervention was made by the government because we are elected to ensure that we protect the rights of people, to ensure that whatever expenses are incurred by Exxon is audited properly, that Guyanese get the true value for our resources. That is what we were elected to do. And that is what we did.
The head of the petroleum unit, Bobby Gassai, was penalized with a 15-day pay cut. However, notwithstanding the mistake, the minister, who distanced himself from the reduction, said he would not discredit his staff. He said mistakes are made every day.
The mistake was not fatal in that we did not lose as a country. It's not that we accepted it. We are accepting the one that we had to report for, which is the 214, and not the 3 million. So I would not tend to discredit any of my staff. Right? We all make mistakes. I do make mistakes too. You make mistakes. If it was fatal, it was a different story. It is not.
The Natural Resources Minister said the cost recovery audit report for the period 1999 to 2017 is currently with the Guyana Revenue Authority and will conclude soon. It was also noted that the second Stabroek Block Cost Recovery audit is also under review. The minister said the government hopes that in the future Guyana will have the capacity to conduct its own audit fully. Second Vice President Bharat Jagdeo today said while the government has great respect for the U.S. Congressional Black Caucus, it will not subject itself to individuals who even before arriving in Guyana has made known their preconceived notion on the scale or magnitude of racial discrimination in the country. Mr. Jagdeo was at the time alluding to a 13-member delegation from the U.S. that is currently in Guyana on a fact-finding mission to investigate claims of discrimination. The government has refused to meet with the delegation.
But one thing we will not do is to subject ourselves to people who, in their private capacities, descend upon our country to prove what they've already issued as definitive position in earlier press releases. So we have no obligation to do that, but we remain an open country to any questions. We can prove our track record of bringing people together.
Though the head of the delegation, D. Dawkins Higler, has made it clear that the delegation is not associated to any political party in Guyana, the vice president accused the group of being politically aligned to the opposition APNU. He said without evidence, the delegation on the 26th of October, even before arriving in the country, said in a statement that allegations of racial discrimination has cast a dark shadow over the nation, threatening the very fabric of its society. Brushing aside the statement as baseless, Mr. Jagdeo contended that his party, the PPP, is the only political party in the country that has consistently worked to unite the people of Guyana.
We're the only political party in this country that has received crossover votes in large numbers from people of different races. We're only multi-ethnic party. You see this now reflected in the composition of the cabinet, the legislature or legislators, you see it at the local government levels, at the regional level. No other political party in this country has the level of ethnic diversity as the People's Progressive Party.
And singling out Afro-Guyanese, Jack Dio said Afro-Guyanese have made the most progress under the PP civic government. He said the same can also be said of the other races. President Irfan has long made clear that his government will not be meeting with the US delegation. The delegation remains hopeful.
Guyana's economy is rapidly transforming, and we're all part of it. Guyoil is at the forefront of this development by providing reliable and efficient energy and supporting community development from the very core. 100% of Guyoil's profit goes back to building schools, roads, and other important infrastructure that connects our cities and towns, providing fuel to domestic, marine, industrial, and aerial transportation. Guyoil has now repositioned itself as market leader in the petroleum industry, building a better future for all of us.
Sorry.
Jack?
Hey.
Boys, where you going with all that speed?
Yo, today's the 15th. My NIS contributions are due, and I ain't even get the forms as yet.
Hold on. You mean to tell me that you're not aware that all self-employed persons can now make their NIS contributions using the MMG app from the comforts of their homes and offices?
Really? You know, I just pay my bills using MMG, you know?
Yes, Jack, and the thing's simple. All you have to do is open the app, select Pay Bills, Government Services, NIS, and Pay. They will prompt you to enter your NIS number, the month you're paying for, and the amount.
So, I don't need to submit any form?
The only time you submit in a form is when you're making a claim.
Wait, I could make a claim too?
Oh, no, man, you didn't know that? Yes, all self-employed persons are entitled to all benefits from NIS. Well, except for the industrial benefits. And here's the good part. All of their forms, you can download them from the NIS website.
Well, girl, I'm really glad I bumped into you.
Anyhow, make sure you pay your bills later.
Later? I gotta sit down right here and pay my contributions first.
Take care.
For further information, please visit the website at www.nis.org.gy, the National Insurance Scheme Facebook page, or your nearest NIS office.
Food Max Supermarket, located on the ground floor of the Giftland Mall, is your one-stop shop for all your grocery needs. We stock a variety of imported frozen meat and food products, fresh produce, and pet supplies, freshly made bread. Rotisserie chicken and patties are also available daily. Shop in comfort today at Food Max and let our courteous staff assist you in satisfying your shopping needs. Food Max, the fresh food specialist.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true. Or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
Look who's in the mix now. The new Buster Soda Water. 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 artificial flavors. 100% refreshing. Taste Buster Soda Water today. Buster Soda Water. Now available for only $120.
With your regional and international news tonight, I'm Svetlana Marshall in the region. Remittances received by Latin American and Caribbean countries are projected to reach a record $155 billion in 2023 if the trends observed to date continue. This is according to a new report by the Inter-American Development Bank. This is an increase of 9.5% compared to the $142 billion received in 2022, completing 15 consecutive years of growth. The sustained growth of remittances reflects new intra-regional migratory flows and the contribution that migrants make to their countries of origin. Despite a moderate increase between 2017 and 2019 and the extraordinary growth in 2021, 26.7% during the COVID-19 pandemic, remittances to Latin American and Caribbean countries have shown sustained growth of around 10% annually for the past 10 years. This increase in 2023 is mainly explained by the growth in remittances received by Central American countries, 13.2%, the growth in remittances received by Mexico, 9.8%, and the growth in remittances that South America received, 7.9%. In the case of the Caribbean countries, growth in 2023 is more moderate, 2.6%. The amount estimated for the year reflects the increase in the income of migrants who improved their employment rates, as well as the progress of the migration process in previous periods, which allowed an increase in the flows of remittances received by families in the countries of origin. Two teenagers who were best friends were gunned down in Bonaire Gardens in Trinidad and Tobago on Tuesday night, according to Trinidad Express. Residents described the killings as senseless, as they insisted that the two could never be targets, but were in the wrong place at the wrong time. The two deceased are Olon Jones, 18, of Cocoon Drive, Bonaire Gardens, and Amin Prasad, 15, of Emerald Circular, Bonaire Gardens. Jones, who had been a recipient of the military-led academic training program, was unemployed and had been living with one of his neighbors, while Prasad was a pupil of the Diego Martin Secondary School. And finally tonight, international news. The US and China have agreed to resume military-to-military communications in an effort to ease rising tensions, President Joe Biden said. According to the BBC, President Biden, following a rare meeting with China's President Xi Jinping in California on Wednesday, said the two countries are back to direct, open, and clear communications. It was the first time the pair had spoken in person in more than a year. But there were still signs of tension between the two. Mr. Biden repeated his view that Mr. Xi Jinping is a dictator. China's foreign ministry later criticized the remarks, but they do not appear to have taken the shine off what both sides are portraying as a largely successful meeting. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Svetlana Marshall reporting and encouraging you to stay safe.